Live from Wembley Stadium, it's Retired from Sunday League. All right, everybody, it's Jake. We're back. It's been 6 months, so that's fun. But we are back. As always, I have my trusty sidekick.
I'm Kai. That was awful, by the way, but thank you.
Oh yeah. But nothing here's done quite professionally. It's just done subpar enough that it stays afloat.
We point it out when we can.
That's true. However, we are going to try to we are going to try to make these a little more regular. I won't say every week because but we'll try to get at least once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks, yeah.
It's doable. But today, since the Premier League season kicks off in 3 days with Arsenal versus Brentford, that's the first game of the season, we decided that we would go ahead and do our Premier League predictions. And so let me pull it up right here. Boom. That's it in all its glory. You can see here. We did this last year. Kai beat me by 2 points last year, so I'm actually 0-1 on this. But this is my year.
Let's go.
And as you can see, we've got last season's finishes. I also will be pulling up some of the transfer windows because some of the transfers this summer have been interesting, and it definitely makes me question who I think will get relegated and who I think won't. But do you have any idea on where you're putting clubs?
I don't know. It's been Chelsea.
Okay. Do you know who you're putting relegated, or are you just kind of making this up as you go?
I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah, fair enough.
I figured, relegation's more of a once you get down to the bottom of the table, you kind of see your last five.
Right.
And you kind of know out of those five.
Right. Well, that's the thing. We're going to start from the bottom. So you're going to actually start with your relegated clubs because that's not the suspense. The suspenseful part is knowing who's the champion, right? People want to know who you picked to be champion.
I know, but that's like the boring part, because you know mine, but we don't know yours.
No. We'll see. Okay. So I guess we'll just get started with this thing. Anyway, the rules for this thing are as follows, and they've stayed the same. 5 points for a straight-up correct prediction. So if you put, for example, let's take a mid-table club. Like if you put Leeds from last year and you said that they were 9th, you got 5 points straight up for it. And then if you were off by a place, you would, however many places off, you would lose 1 point up to, we're going to change it this year where it's up to 2 points. Because I think that 3 slots away was a little bit easy. Like if you had somebody finish, like if you predicted them 9th and they finished 12th, I think that was 2. Like those mid-table positions are so interchangeable, so I think that was a little too.
That was fine. You could get it's just a point, It's just
okay.
A point.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Mad you lost 2 points.
No, that's fair. That's fair. We'll leave it up. We'll leave it up to the 3 points. 7 points for every correctly predicted relegated club. It doesn't matter what position they finish in. So even if you put, last year Sheffield in 20th, you only got 7. You didn't get the 7 plus 5. You just get the 7. So even if you put a club at 18th and they finish 20th, you still get the 7 for that. 6 points for every correctly predicted Champions League club. Same thing for that. And 10 points for the correctly predicting the champion club, the actual champion of the Premier League. And then this year, I pulled in some of this, season awards. So we're going to put in a manager of the season, we're going to put in a player of the season, and we're going to put in a young player of the season. And that's 15 points for all of those, which I think makes it a little bit more difficult. But those are definitely, if you hit those, that's a game changer.
Oh my goodness.
So, and if you don't know, the name of a manager, and you don't want to, you could just put the club for manager of the season. But I think manager of the season's a very predictable one. I think it's probably only going to be one of 4 managers. I don't.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean? So
Unless somebody pulls a Leicester City run.
But David Moyes took West Ham to 6 last year and he didn't even win it. Like I feel like unless you're a champion or you're a club that's like Norwich and you finish in the Champions League spots, you're not winning manager of the season. It's just not happening.
Oh yeah, no.
So, but player of the season, young player of the season will be interesting. So that's the rules. That's the scoring, the way it works. Obviously, we have last season's finishes in there as well. But let's get into it. All right, Kai, do you want to take the first club in 20th, or do you want me to take the first club?
In dead last place?
Dead last, 20th. Who do you think is going to do the worst?
The very worst.
Who is
team.
the Sheffield United this year?
Who is the Sheffield United? Oh, that's so bad. The Sheffield United.
Uh-huh.
Can I pick him again? Can I pick him twice or no? Is that not something that happens? You know what? I don't know, man.
You want me to go first, or you want to go first? You want me to go? I'll go first. I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain a little bit. I believe that in last place, let me get down to the club on their transfer page. I believe in last place, and they've brought in, I'm looking at it now, a laundry list of teams, or not teams, of players. None of them super exciting besides, I mean, is Danny Rose exciting? Is Josh King exciting? I don't think so. I look at this team and I don't really they have good young players, but I just don't think they're going to stay up. I think if you look at them compared to every other club, I think it's just hey, you got promoted, sorry, you're going back down. And I think that this was how it was for them a couple years ago when they got into the Premier League, and then they stayed up and they were actually pretty good, and people were like, oh, okay, but then they went down. So in my 20th place, it is Watford.
Ooh.
I don't see them staying afloat compared.
I mean, I definitely don't see them staying in the relegation zone. I see them staying there.
Right.
However, I don't think they're going to be the very last ones.
Right, and that's okay because like these bottom three, it doesn't actually matter too much as long as you just get the relegated club right. But I do believe that Watford is probably the worst team in the Prem. That's just what I think.
Probably. However, I think even behind them is going to be very cliche, the last place team.
Uh-huh.
Just barely get in. Brentford.
You're going to put Brentford there. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Is there any special reason for that?
I mean, I've really seen them play. I'm looking at all these transfers and nobody really is.
That's fair. What I will say about Brentford, because I like Brentford. I actually watched them a little bit in the Championship last year. What I will say about Brentford is I really like the Frank Onyeka signing. He's good. This Christopher Ayer signing is really good too. The Miles Peart-Harris from Chelsea, he's a really good young player from y'all, which I'm actually surprised y'all sold him and didn't loan him. And Brentford also have. He might be my favorite striker in the Prem now. Ivan Toney. Guy's a fucking animal. He just scores goals for fun. And yes, it was in the Championship. He's so fun to watch. Ivan Toney. He's a dark horse for me this year. I think he's gonna have a really good year.
Okay.
But I like Brentford. I think they play really good soccer. But I mean, it also could be they're gonna finish 20th. I think that's a real possibility.
It's a possibility. I mean, I can tell you're a little fangirling over him, but it's great, It's
right.
great to see that.
Fair enough.
Possible. Anything's possible, right?
Yeah, it's true.
However, in 19th, I am going to put Watford in 19th.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just... Actually, no.
Oh.
I don't think so,
Okay. You like Watford? Feeling Watford?
I don't know. I think I'm going to throw him in 18th.
Oh, you're going 2 ahead. Okay, interesting. Then who's 19th?
I know that I wanted them in 18th.
Okay.
I don't know who I want in 19th yet. I'm really thinking it's... Gosh, dude. Somebody's probably been there for a little bit, but maybe not too long.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw... Crystal Palace in 19.
Oh, Crystal Palace. Okay. Why are you going to
just-
put Crystal Palace there?
I just don't think I'm betting on Zaha just not having a good season and them just tanking.
Okay. So
I mean, really, if he doesn't score goals, who does?
so looking at their
They signed Jacob
Looking at their-
Montez from Georgetown University.
yeah, they signed an American from a college team. I didn't actually
college.
know that was possible.
From right fucking here, I think, right?
No, not this
Georgetown or
Georgetown. No,
different
The
Georgetown?
Georgetown up in like the east, like the D1 Georgetown.
Okay. I was like, thank fucking God, not right here. That'd be
Yeah,
sad.
I agree with Crystal Palace. Their signings aren't great. I think the biggest thing with Crystal Palace is Patrick Vieira is their manager now, and it's his first season. And can Patrick Vieira keep them up in the Prim again? You know, Roy Hodgson was kind of a specialist in keeping a really bad Crystal Palace team in the Prim.
I don't know. But
So that's the thing.
I think
But-
it crumbles.
Yeah, and that's fair, and they
Crumble.
definitely could. And they're one of the clubs that I didn't know exactly where to put them. And I think that they definitely could go down, but I just think they've got enough old Premier League talent to stay up. So I don't have them in the relegation zone. In 19th, I actually have a team that, if I look at their transfers, it's another one that's like, I don't think any of these players help you besides maybe one. This guy,
Okay.
Nathan Collins from Stoke, he's a young center back and he's pretty good. But I just like Brexit, Sean Dyche. I'm sorry, I know he's kept them up for a long time, but I just think Burnley go down. They're just I just don't like, and they finished 17th last year with 39. They just got lucky that like Fulham, West Brom, and Sheffield sucked so bad last year. I mean, 39 I think is a good points to keep you up almost every year, but that's like I just don't see Burnley doing very good this year, and I think Sean Dyche might be out of a job in January because they're underperforming. But I don't know. I
Even
don't.
if he is, though, the bounce back out of the relegation zone
I know.
is a possibility.
It is definitely, but I just don't see. Nobody on Burnley's team excites me. It's Burnley.
It's very true.
And then in 18th is a club who. Oh, who am I putting here? It's one of three teams for me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put. Oh, this is tough. I'm gonna put. This might backfire. I'm gonna put Brighton.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put Brighton. I think Brighton has good players, but I think that they're so inconsistent.
Yeah, but they just got Kjell Sklerpen
Who?
from Ajax.
Who even is that? What is the details of this? Dutch under 21 international arrives at Ajax. Is he a goalie? He's a goalie. Who even cares? Yeah, nah.
I just snagged somebody off the transfer.
I just like. I think Brighton have good players. I like Basuma is really good. I think he should not be at Brighton, but I don't know. I think that they're the team that like, kind of like Sheffield United, like last year, where everybody was like, Sheffield did so good the year before. Like, there's no way. And Brighton is a team that like people like kind of rate highly. They're like, Brighton's got really good players, but I just don't see them. I think they're going to be my Sheffield United. Like, they're going to be the surprise relegation this year.
Sheffield United.
It's just what it is. But the team, like the other two teams that I was like contemplating with them on is, this is where I put Crystal Palace,
Okay.
and I think that they barely survive, like barely survive.
Barely.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
one,
oh,
like
barely.
I
Really?
think that the 18th, and maybe even the 19th and like the 17th or 16th position are like clubs that are like within like 4 points of each other, and it comes down to the last game of the season.
I mean, that's definitely something we could see.
I mean, we didn't see it last year, but you usually
did not see it
you
last
usually
year.
see it close every year. Usually relegation battle's pretty interesting. Last year it wasn't. Last year it was the fight for fourth, the fight for the European spots.
Yeah.
But I got Palace here. Who do you have in 17th?
17th? Yeah. You know, Burnley really aren't exciting me at all this year.
But it's
Like,
just
I hate to say it.
it's
but they
fucking
just-
it's Burnley though. It's fucking Burnley. They either barely
They
stay
make
up.
it, dude.
Yeah.
I just think they make it because it's just a Burnley thing to do.
It's a Burnley thing. Besides, what was it? Was it 2 or?
Their 17th place finish.
I think it was
2
3
seasons in a row.
I think it was 3 years ago. They finished 7th.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
They were up there with like a.
They were
West
in
Ham,
Europe.
I think.
They were in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Burnley in 17th, yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, I think Burnley's either relegated or fighting that relegation battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do you have in 16th?
You know what? A team that I don't know. They've never really excited me. And then let's see. Their transfers are really just out.
Okay.
It's looking like a rebuild kind of season. I'm not sure if it's one of the teams you were thinking of, but I mean, I really don't like Brighton either. But I really think this team is gonna suck this year.
Okay. I think I know who you're putting. Oh, okay. That's not who I thought you were putting.
I really just think Newcastle is just not gonna make it this year.
Well, see, I didn't think Newcastle was going to be good last year either, but then they finished 12th. And albeit, I mean, they were 45 points. They were 6 points away from 17th, but they are one of those.
Away.
They are one of those teams that I could see in this 12 to 16 range, which is like really difficult, right?
I mean, it's just especially from last year, it just feels difficult.
To me, that's their range.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like. Who have they actually signed? I haven't even seen anything. On that.
I mean, Charlie Wiggett.
Oh, they're about to sign Joe Willock from Arsenal. They are about to sign Joe Willock from Arsenal, who actually really helped him. He really helped them last year. But I agree. I think Newcastle's tough. The team that I have in 16th, and again, this is a team that like very real possibility of being relegated. But I'm gonna give them a little bit. I'm gonna say they're gonna be okay, and I'm gonna put Norwich City.
Norwich City.
I'm gonna put the Canaries. I'm putting the Canaries.
Oh, where did my team go?
I think you just deleted them.
Oh no.
That would
You
be
had
Burnley. You had Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley boys.
Yep. Sean Dyche, Brexit.
Well,
Yep.
you kind of just took my next one.
That's your 15th. Yeah.
I'm kidding, dude. Not Norwich. Norwich is gonna make it this year.
With Norwich, I do like the signing of Rashika from Werder Bremen. That's a good signing for them. The Billy Gilmore loan from y'all, I think, is really good for them.
Oh,
and
I love the
then
Billy Gilmore loan, honestly. He can play.
They just signed Josh Sargent from Werder Bremen as well. So they have a striker up there if Pookie is not firing, if it's not a Pookie party. And I don't know, Josh Sargent might be the starter. I really like Josh Sargent from the U.S. men's national team. Really good player, and I really like that signing for them. But I think the biggest problem that I have with Norwich is they lost Emiliano Buendia, who is like their creative. He's their creative midfielder who did a lot for them last year in the championship. I think he was the top assist leader in the championship. I know he was up there. And losing him to Aston Villa, I think, is going to hurt them. But I think that they stay up.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely have to stay up. I mean, at this point, obviously, but.
And then for me in 15th is going to be a team that I would have put higher, but they just sold arguably their best player. and it was like out of nowhere. Like nobody knew it was coming. And this is a team that honestly I could also see probably being like potentially being relegated, but I think that they'll be good enough. And that's Southampton. Like, where did the sale of Danny Ings to Aston Villa come from?
That's crazy.
Like
That's crazy.
And then today they signed two strikers today to replace him. One from y'all, Armando Broja. He's a loan. Sorry, he's a loan. He's 19 from Chelsea. And I don't know anything about this guy. I've never even heard of him. And then they signed Adam Armstrong from Blackburn Rovers in the Championship, which is like a player that I actually kind of know a little bit about. But like that, he's not Danny Ings. And Che Adams is not going to be Danny Ings for Southampton either. Who's going to score them goals? That's the biggest thing to me with Southampton is who the hell's going to score them goals?
That's a very, very strong point there.
So,
but you know, I still think they pull through a little bit further.
Right.
A little bit further.
Last year they finished 15th. I haven't finishing 15th again, but like I said, they could get relegated if they don't score goals, which was Sheffield United's problem.
Could have get relegated. I mean, yeah, if you don't score goals, I mean, you're never gonna advance. That's why you had what we had last year. There were 3 teams not scoring goals.
Yeah, Fulham,
4
West
teams
Brom,
not scoring goals.
Fulham, West Brom, Sheffield couldn't save goals.
Sheffield. Yeah, I mean that's just you just sit in last place. I mean, what else is there to do? You're getting a point a game if you're lucky.
Yeah, and 36 is generally not enough to keep you up.
I mean, yeah, it's just.
And that's if you tie every game, and it's not going to happen.
Exactly. Which is also why they are going to have to also sit in 15.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really.
I can't go much higher with them.
No.
But this is now also where I put the Canaries.
That's fair.
Sitting in a calm and cool 14th place.
That's fair. I think if Norwich got 14th, they would be very happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the Canaries, and then I feel like they can pull it out of nowhere.
They always seem to be.
They definitely have the team, though.
They always seem to be a team that, as soon as they get relegated from the Premier League, they come back up the next year. They're too good for the Championship, but they're almost not good enough for the Premier League. They're in that weird area, Like Fulham. Like Fulham's another club like that.
That is true, but I also don't like Fulham. Garbage.
But
then we do have, they have Billy Gilmore now, so that's
true. Billy Gilmore, that's a really good signing. So 14th for me is looking through this. I'm gonna put this is where I put Newcastle. I put Newcastle in 14th.
Newcastle.
Yeah. I think. I don't know.
I like it.
Steve Bruce can. He's shown that he can keep them up. I'm with you. I'm not super excited by their team, but they just seem to take points off of clubs randomly. That you're like, why? Huh? Newcastle won? Who's their striker? Callum Wilson. He's quality. He's a quality Premier League striker, which is all you need. So I have Newcastle 14th, and a lot of what you had said about them. 13th. This is where it's my fangirl right here. This is Brentford for me. Brentford 13th, highest Championship club in my rankings. I think 13th is very realistic for them. I am super excited about Brentford. I like a lot of their players, but that's where I put Brentford.
You can only go so high.
Yeah, I think first year in the this might be their first year in the Prem ever, but I think I like their team. I like their squad. I like their coach. I like everything.
One and done.
I like them. Done. That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
Ivan Toney though. Ivan Toney's going to be up there in goals. telling you, he scores at least 15 this year.
At least 15.
At least
wow.
15. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some bold statements.
Oh yeah. Who you got 13th?
Bold. Who do I have 13th? You know, I think I might go with a shocker here.
Ooh.
That I just don't have any more faith in this team anymore to.
Interesting.
I mean, I feel like they could go up, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just not. Well, let me make sure I'm not missing anybody.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Who am I not gonna miss in this?
Like, let me make sure there's nobody I missed in this. I don't overlook anybody before I do something crazy.
Right.
Oh. Okay, I definitely have missed somebody who I probably would need to move some.
Oh, you missed Brighton,
but
huh?
it's too late.
You missed Brighton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I missed that shit team. Right
Well, hey, okay. To be fair, Brighton, like I
Oh
said,
my
they have
God.
good enough players. They could finish.
They
their team.
do.
They're
They
just
do.
they're just strange. They're strange.
I mean, look at
team.
their logo. It's just it's a fucking bird.
It's
dude.
a seagull.
It's a
Oh my God!
eagle, babe.
Thank God that cut out.
Sorry, I had to peek on that one.
Yeah, that would cut out too. Okay.
So
Yeah.
anyways, I
Brighton.
missed them. So now
Now you're
I'm gonna
12.
put-
Now 12. And I think
it's
we
team-
have the exact same clubs from 13 to 20, just in different positions. Besides
That's
Southampton.
it's fucking crazy. I'm gonna go with somebody a little bit that I just don't think can do it anymore, especially towards the end of the season.
Okay.
You know, Everton.
You know what? That might be unpopular from some people, but I agree with that.
Really?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
I don't know.
I'm
I'm not going to put them 12th, but I agree that they are. Like so. For me, they're my 11th team. Like they are. I don't see them as a top 10 club.
Yeah, no.
Rafa Benitez, new manager. I don't know. I mean, he's a Premier League legend with Liverpool, but I just don't. I think that they fizzled out, and I don't know if they're going to have the same sort of season that they did last year. And they finished 10th. Like they looked like they were destined for 6th or 7th, and then they fizzled out to 10th. And I just don't.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that they're a mid-table team, but I don't think they're a top half team.
No, definitely not.
My 12th place team, though, is going to be another team, another club with a new manager this year. Never managed in the Premier League before. And I do like some of their signings, like the loan from Barcelona, this Trincao guy. But the rest of their signings, I'm like, I don't really know too much about. But I'm gonna put Wolves. I'm gonna put Wolves here.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if Raul Jimenez is playing this year. I would assume he is. I think.
I mean,
I think he
that's
said
okay.
I think he said he was gonna try to, or he was. I don't know. I haven't seen anything exactly about that. But I still like new manager. They weren't very good last year. I think that they showed exactly kind of who they were last year, and I think this is who they are. They're like a mid-table club.
Okay, I mean that is also a very fair assumption. You know what? I don't think that they're going to be this low though. I think they're going to go a little bit further. However,
Fair.
my 11th place team that I think is probably going to end up being a middle table team.
Okay.
Same as kind of as last year.
Mm-hmm.
Right in that 60-point range is going to be the lads.
The lads.
The Leeds lads.
Yeah.
You know, they're an exciting team. I think they're very just hit or miss, middle of the road.
They play the most exciting soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, in the Premier League.
Oh yes.
It's
I mean,
like
all
you
their
can't
games.
if you are not a Premier League fan and there's one team that you need to watch, it's Leeds, because they're either going to score 4 or they're going to let in 4. It's so fun to watch.
It's great. It's how you want to watch it.
But I
sometimes.
agree with you. Leeds finished 9th last year. I think that they did very good last year, and
Mhm.
I like some of their signings. I have them up a little bit higher, but at Leeds in 11th, I think is a good shout. Who's your 10th place
Oh, yeah.
team?
My 10th place team is a team that I really think they overperformed last year.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm probably gonna knock down a peg or two.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like them. I really do enjoy watching them.
Oh, this will be
So,
interesting.
but oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna put him there.
Then do it.
It is.
Don't just talk about it. Be about it.
Hold on, wait, where'd it go? No. Oh yeah,
Yep.
West Ham.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, they did amazing last season. No knocks to them at all. It's just I
No.
don't think they could pull out another top 7 finish. What are they, 6th?
Yeah, they finished 6th. They're in Europe this year. They are in Europa League. I don't think they have to do any qualifying. I think that they are just like straight up in the Europa League.
Yeah, six should get Europa, especially since
So
City or yeah.
So that's the thing. Like West Ham have Premier League and European football now to worry about. And that can, if you focus more on European football, that can definitely hurt your chances in the Prem. And I think West Ham is one of those teams that's going to happen to them. I agree with you. I'm not going to put them 10th. I'm actually going to put them in a little bit higher. But my 10th place team is a team that I'm actually kind of surprised you haven't put on here yet. I kind of looking at their transfers just to talk about real
Team
quick.
I haven't put on there yet.
Yeah, the team. So some of these players I'm actually like really excited about, but I also think that they've done really good business, but I also think that it might take them a little while to gel as a team with some of the new faces in. They've got Ashley Young. They brought in Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen, which I think is a fantastic signing for them. The loan of Tuanzebe, however you say it, from Man United, really good. And then, of course, the Danny Ings signing and the Buendia signing, I think, helped them. But losing Grealish is hard. And they finished 11th last year, even with Grealish not playing in a lot of games because of COVID stuff. But I'm going to put Aston Villa in 10th. But I think this is a team that could push for 7th. I think their ceiling is 7th. I think that their bottom out, it might be like the 12 range. But I like them in like 10th. I think that they are very much like the middle of the table.
Oh, you're right. I missed the relegation team.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised you put them 20th last year.
I missed a relegation.
Yeah,
team.
you hate them.
Oh my god, they're my brother's favorite. I mean, they're just the words.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
No Jack, but I love Danny Ings, so I might have to not hate them too much now.
Right.
So I mean, it's a possibility. However, anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
And my brother's really lucky, so I'm kind of gonna bet on him winning.
that's true.
So
And
that's kind
then-
of where I'm going this season.
That's
But who
fair.
do you put above them though? You have the Leeds.
I put above them. West Ham. That's what I put above them. I think West
The
Ham
West
finished.
Ham.
I think West Ham don't finish as high as they were last year, and I think European football is what I think. I don't think they have a squad deep enough to balance European football and Premier League football, especially when they're playing in Europa League on Thursdays, and then they have to turn around and play a Saturday or Sunday game. Some Monday games probably in there, but I think that they go down a little bit.
They go down a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Who you got in 9th place?
Oh man, Who do I have in ninth place? I have a team. A team.
A team.
Sorry, I can't do that. That's bad. Who, you know, I really am just gonna put Aston Villa there.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
really just what's gonna happen. Like, I mean, I mean, no,
I think there are,
I don't
like I said,
know.
I think there are 7 to 12 range.
They are.
And
They really are. But I'm bleeding more towards the 7 range.
That's fair.
Because I think, you know what? I'm gonna drag him up to 7th.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
gonna
give me your
throw-
9th and 8th then. Who finishes
Ninth
out? in two?
and 8th.
You got Villa there. Might as well finish it
yeah,
out.
I know. That's true. That's true. That's true. Let's see. I'm trying to find my missing teams thus far.
So you still do not have in any of the big 6. You don't have in Wolves.
Aston Villa. So yeah. Wolves are definitely gonna be. I think Wolves pop off this season though.
Okay. Yeah, so you
So
don't
I'm
have
gonna-
you don't have the big 6 or Leicester, and you don't have Wolves,
I mean,
which Leicester might be more considered the big 6 than Arsenal is now. So you know.
I know. I think I'm gonna throw your boys in 9th, my dude.
I think that is very realistic.
Was in 9th, my dude.
It's sad, but I think it's realistic.
I'm sorry. They're just. I mean.
We finished
I mean,
8th
you
last
know,
year.
You can tell it.
Yeah, we finished 8th last year. I don't think that's. I think
do think you're now a better team without David Luiz on the roster.
I 100% agree
Do
with that.
think you are a better team.
100%.
You will win at least 2 more games.
Well, then that should theoretically put us in. That would put us with Leicester last year in 5th. So you know.
Exactly. So I still think you suck though. So
No, that's fair. I think we're a 5 max 9 low range, and you know what, putting
5
us.
max, 9 low.
I think a 5 to 9. Okay, who's your 8th then? Is this your Wolves, or is this another one of the big 6 / Leicester?
Yeah, I think this is another one of the.
Who is it then?
It's another big 6
Is
that
it
I
is it
don't
another
like.
North London club?
Is it another? Are you thinking of Tottenham? Is who you want me to put here?
I'm just asking.
Is who you want me, dude? I mean, God, 'cause who do I have left?
You have Tottenham, the top 4 from last year, Wolves and Leicester.
Dude, oh, it's so hard right now, man. You know what? I think someone's gonna finish outside of it.
Okay.
And I really, dude, I'm gonna be dumb. I don't want to say it though, man.
Just say it. Do it.
Nah, no, let me check their transfers because I really don't know.
God, who is he putting here? Are you putting?
Dude.
You putting United?
What? How did you know? Dude, I'm thinking about putting United here.
They finished 2nd, and they signed Sancho and Varane.
I know.
Those big signings.
They're fucking huge from
Yeah,
Sanchez. I can't do that.
it's
But
big
I just
signings.
don't like United. I did not feel like they finished 2nd this year.
Okay.
It was weird. But yeah, I'm gonna be brazy and say they flunk again.
Okay.
That and what's his fucking Maguire, the most expensive flop almost behind Kepa. So
United
I don't think
in
they do.
8th is bold, and I think people are gonna riot if they hear that. But you know what?
Oh.
I like a little bit of controversy.
I gotta have one.
That's
I gotta
fair.
have one.
My 8th place team. I put them here last year. I'm putting them here again. I don't know much about their signings. I saw one of their signings today. I actually thought it was a really good signing from them. But I think that the biggest thing for them was keeping Harry Kane. But I new manager. It's the manager from Wolves, Nuno Espirito Santo. I don't think he's the guy for the job. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm gonna put Tottenham. I don't know.
No, okay.
They finished
Again?
7th last year. I think I'm gonna put them 8th. I think that they are an 8 to 5 range.
An 8 to 5 range. And
I don't think they're
slot?
a top 4. I think that they are a team that underperforms. And then this year, like for me, 7th. I think that this team takes a jump. I think that they've done sneaky good signings, and like I said, they're super fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, getting Junior Firpo from Barcelona, he's a perfect attacking outside back for them. And the Lewis Bate transfer from Chelsea, I think, is going to be a really good depth midfielder for them. And so I'm gonna put Leeds here.
The Leeds lads.
I think Leeds finished
my
7th. I
God.
think that they do better than they did last
It
year.
is very possible.
And
It is very
they're
possible.
so fun to watch. They're so fun to watch. All right, I'm gonna do 6 and 5 here. You can do I'll do 6.
Well, we'll do 6 and 5 together, and then
Okay.
we'll do our top 4.
Okay. So my sixth place here is going to be Arsenal.
Baby.
I do not think that they finished 5th. I think they finished 6th. I think finishing 6th is a win for Arsenal. I think we're 1 to 2 years away from trying to get Champions League again. I like the signings that we've made. The Lokonga signing I like. I think it's going to take him a year. My favorite signing is the Nuno Tavares signing, an attacking wingback and attacking outside back. I love that signing. He's young. He's good. Ben White, I think, is good. I think he's a good
He's
signing.
solid.
And
He's a solid player.
but to me, like, and I've told everybody this that I've talked to about it, that's asked me about it, is I like Ben White. I think he's a good center back. He's a Premier League center back, but to me, he was not worth 50 million. If you look at United buying Varane for 40 million, and Varane is just a better center back than White is, but that's the English tax, and we needed a center back, so we had to pay for it. There's rumors that we're talking to Tammy Abraham's agent tomorrow morning, and if we got Tammy Abraham, I think that's a really good signing for us as well. And apparently we're also linked with James Maddison from Leicester, Martin Odegaard, and Bernardo Silva. I think if we get any one of those two, that really helps us. But I still think that we're a sixth, like a 5th to 9th team. We could definitely finish 9th. But I'm going to be a little more optimistic, obviously being an Arsenal fan, and I'm going to put a 6th. I think that's a realistic, kind of optimistic, hopefully, sort of thing. But that's my 6th. And then my 5th would be...
5th then? Uh-huh.
My 5th would be...
Who finishes outside of the top 4?
They've only made 3 signings, and I like every single one of them.
But
all 3 of their signings are, like, I think potential starters for them. It's also a good depth. Oh. Do they bottle it again? Does Leicester bottle it again? Oh. I like Leicester. No, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. They bottle it. Leicester.
they bottle
Leicester.
top 4 again.
Yeah, I'm putting Leicester. Yeah, I'm putting Leicester. They bottle. I love Leicester.
Oh.
They're great. I think they bottle it again. I think they get 5th. And I think it's sad.
God. It does hurt. It does hurt to say that.
I think they're just like the Fofana injury really hurts them. He's a big center back for them.
When does he get back?
He broke his fibula, so I think he's out for like.
But doesn't he come? I mean, he'll be back.
I think he's out for like 9 months.
9? Wow.
I don't know actually.
It was like 9 weeks.
No, the broken fibula, like, apparently it was bad. I think he's gonna be out for a little while. Maybe not that long. I don't actually know. But I don't think. I think he misses a good chunk of games. But I just like I don't think they're quite there. They're close. They're close. I don't think they're quite there.
They're close.
Yeah.
No, I think, of course, now I'm going to throw my 6th here. We're just going to throw Wolves. They don't get higher than 6. They have a great season.
If they get 6th, that is a absolutely fantastic season.
It's a run. It's a run they're going to make, dude. I mean, a new manager, Traore.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Under a new manager, who knows?
Yeah.
If Jimenez maybe that knock on the head made him better. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. That's bad. I'm sorry. My apologies. Anyways, as we were, a team that I do not think is going to make the top 4 this year.
Who's the one that drops out? You already have United dropping out, so you already have one new club putting in the top 4. You still have you have Tottenham, you have City, you have Liverpool, you have Leicester, and you have who's your 5th?
Chelsea.
Yes, Chelsea. Sorry, I forgot Chelsea. Yeah.
Why? Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know why.
I'm
I
gonna
thought
throw
I said them.
5th. You took up all the hype, but I also don't think Leicester make it.
Oh, but you're putting Tottenham in top 4. That's interesting.
I do think they make top 4.
Okay, so you put Leicester 5th. Why do you put Leicester 5th? Same reasons.
I mean, same reasons. Everything. I think they get there. They get super close, but they bottle it. They bottle it again. I think it's a thing.
That's so sad.
I think it's a thing, you know.
Yeah. 2 years in a row. This will be the 3rd. Okay, so you go from 4th to 1st. Tell us why, and then I'll go my 4th to 1st.
4th to 1st. All right. So right now, we've got Liverpool,
Chelsea,
Manchester's, and Chelsea.
No. You have Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Tottenham.
Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Tottenham. Okay. So we're gonna put a team here that did not finish 4th last year.
Well, okay.
That is gonna finish 4th this year. It's going to be a fight for 4th with Liverpool.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, they signed, Ibrahim.
They signed a center back, which is what they needed very badly.
What they needed. I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're 4th place team. They gotta score goals again. I know they have the options. To do it. But there was a scary point in the middle of the season where they were not scoring.
There was a very real possibility last year that they were not going to have Europe.
Yeah, it was a very scary thing. I'm just like, that possibility again is.
It took an Alisson goal from a corner to put them into Europe.
Oh, fucking nuts! So they're gonna go in 4th just for having the greatest goalkeeper.
Okay, fair enough.
Of the play, if I could put that player of the season right there.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Oh,
Next, I'm gonna put a team that I personally do enjoy. It's gonna be the boys at Tottenham.
Okay. And
the Spurs in 3rd.
To me that's high for them, but I'd love to hear why you have them in 3rd.
I mean, it's just that they still have Kane, and I don't think he's going anywhere.
Okay.
They're gonna have their new manager.
Okay.
Where anything's possible with a new manager and the best goal scorer in the league.
Fair enough.
And the best assister in the league.
That's what he was last year.
Exactly. So I really think they get it together, and I almost put them 2nd, but I can't put the former champs.
Okay.
Behind. I really want to move Tottenham to 2nd here so bad.
Then do it.
Okay, dude. I'm gonna do it then.
So I'm assuming you're gonna put City third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because you know the boys, the real boys in blue, are always we're gonna become the champions this year, Jake.
Okay.
We have all of our signings. We have our brand new 150 million goddamn dollar striker.
Is that a for sure?
I
think
hope
it's I think
not.
it's I think it's
really hope not.
I think he's landing for a medical.
The last I checked, that was the update.
Eh.
Say that was as of 6 hours ago. He
So
was
that's-
medical
so that's-
ahead of flight to London
So that's your
for $115 million striker.
so that's your only signing, and you think that that's enough to push you over to win the Prim?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Interesting.
yeah. He is somebody that I think is gonna have to do it for us. Not that I would have done that signing,
Yes.
but you know, we can't stop trusting the man now.
Yeah.
He kept us in the Champions League,
Yeah.
the top four.
That's fair enough.
So I can't do it.
Okay. Fair
Top
enough.
four sport?
Fair enough. All right. So for me, fourth place, I have the same four from last year. I have City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and United.
Bro,
So for me in fourth, even with big name signings and great signings from them, I think I'm putting United fourth. I think Sancho has a good season. I think Varane's a great center back, but I put them in fourth because solely for the fact that I do not believe in Ole.
not in Ole we don't trust.
I think United are a very good team. I think Fernandez doesn't have as good of a season last year, but I mean Sancho can pick that up. But I just don't. I don't know. I just see them finishing fourth. It's just a feeling. In third, this is where I have to put your boys in blue. I put Chelsea here.
How dare you?
Because we talked about this. If Tuchel plays a 5-back system and your center backs are Zuma, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, Rudiger, and the guy from Denmark, who I can't think of his name now for some reason. Christensen. There you go. I think if those are your five, I think if you get one injury to it, I don't know. Your defense scares me a little bit more this year. I would have liked if y'all would have signed, and y'all still have time. If y'all would have signed a big name center back, I might have put y'all champions. But that defense scares me, and I know it's a 5-back, and it worked really well last year with Tuchel. But I think people are going to figure it out a little bit more this year. So that's why I put y'all third. And I think y'all, if you sign Lukaku, you sign Lukaku. I don't know.
It doesn't do anything.
It does. He's a better striker, but I think that it hurts y'all with your attacking options. It's gonna hurt one of Havertz or Werner. Or if you're deciding to put both of them on the field, then now you're not having either Pulisic, Mount, Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi. You're not putting one or two of them out there. And I think like Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi not being out there, like they'll be there for rotation, which is great because you need that depth. But I don't know. It's different when you're playing week in, week out. You can build some consistency. Those guys not being in, week out, I think hurts them. So I don't know. I put y'all third. But there's a very realistic possibility that y'all become champions. Second, I'm going to put a team that I think is going to have a little bit better of a season. I think they had some troubles last year with injuries. I think they're going to be better. I think they're going to get more goals from somebody that A lot of people expected to get a lot of goals last year. And I think that Liverpool finished second. I think Mane has a better year. I think Jota plays over Firmino. And I think Liverpool finished second. I think they have a better year. Van Dijk comes back. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold has a better year. The Konate signing is a great one. But I have City going back-to-back.
City back-to-back.
I've got City back-to-back. And I just think depth and everything, they're the best team in the league.
The best team in the league?
I think they're the best team in the league. So, that is our Premier League predictions. Now we get to go down here, where this is the fun stuff, where we get to try to guess who's going to win these awards. So, manager of the season, obviously, since Chelsea wins it, I am assuming Tuchel would be your manager of the season.
Yeah.
I'll type that in. And obviously with me, with City winning, Pep wins it again.
Makes sense.
Your player of the season. Last year it was Harry Kane.
Who was it? Kane? Yeah. I mean, Kane won what? Player, Golden Boot.
He won player, Golden Boot, and assist leader. I don't know the name of that one.
Yeah. Player of the season. I don't think he does it 2 years in a row, dude. But
okay,
man, dude, player of the season. That's such a.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one. You just have so many players at the top of their game.
It's generally somebody from the top four, unless like Kane finished 7th last year with Tottenham and he won it, but it was because he was literally all of Tottenham. But it's generally a player from the top four.
Yeah, it generally is. So Huh.
Was it Kane or was it Diaz? Wait a minute. Now that I'm thinking about
Diaz?
it. Yeah. Like Ruben Diaz, the center back.
Who's Kevin De Bruyne?
Player of the season last year. Yeah, last year it was Ruben Diaz, the center back from City.
It was Ruben?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Diaz. There you go.
And then manager of the season was Pep. Young player of the season was Foden. Golden Boot was Kane. Golden Gloves was Ederson. And then Playmaker, which is assist leader, was Kane.
Okay.
But Ruben Diaz won player of the season.
Okay, so it's Playmaker is what it is.
I'm keeping assist leader. That sounds better.
Assist leader, player of the season. Dude, I fucking hate him, but we're gonna go with Jack.
That's a good shout, actually.
I mean, I don't like him, but I think he can do it.
On City,
he can be that guy on City.
Yeah, fair enough.
Make player of the season.
Fair enough. Okay, my player of the season is
Grealish. Doesn't deserve it.
Grealish. My player of the season is going to be. Somebody who's never won it, and even though I have them finishing 8th, it's not going to go to him. It's not going to be Kane. I want to put Kane, but it's not.
It's not going to be Kane again.
I'm gonna put a guy who I think, because their team does better, he actually gets it because he scores goals and puts in assists, and I'm gonna go with Mo Salah.
Mo Salah, cause we've got Salah.
He won it in 2017-18. I'm gonna say he wins it again this year. I'm gonna go Mo Salah. I think Liverpool have a better year, and I think he helps them a lot. My young player of the season, however, is going to be. I don't know if is there a requirement on that? Can I see the requirement?
I was like, yeah. What's the age on that?
Yeah, I want to see what the age is.
Because there's a player that I want to pick that's kind of on the.
He has to be age 23 or younger.
Okay, so this person I want to pick is 22.
For me, I'm picking somebody from Chelsea
Oh shit!
I
Are
think
you picking my player?
I think Sancho has a good shout at this. I don't. Sancho might be too old, but I think Sancho has a good shout if he's still there. I think here's somebody who could be a sleeper pick on this, and that is I think Bukayo Saka could be a sleeper pick. I think Mason Mount is a good shout on it, but for me, it's another Chelsea player, and it is Captain America. I think he gets more playing time this year.
He gets young players this season.
I think he has a better year. I think he has a better year.
My God.
I think he stays healthy. I think he gets into the first team more. I think this could also be Kai Havertz.
That's true.
But I'm going to go with Pulisic. I think he has a much better year. He's on fire right now. I think he stays healthy. I think he forces his way into Tuchel's team. And I'm going to put Pulisic.
I'm going to go with another Chelsea man, but not that one. You did say his name already.
It's got to be Mount.
It's Mason Mount.
Yeah, and that's a good
22 years old. I think he can easily be the young player.
I will throw in another Arsenal player.
Chelsea winning.
Besides Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe. Don't sleep on him.
Emile Smith-Rowe. That's true. Don't sleep on him. Not Phil Foden again.
No. Nobody. No. He's not going to win it 2 years in a row. Especially with Grealish, not going to win it 2 years in a row.
Is Jack technically a young player?
Nah, Jack's like 25, 26.
Okay.
Jack's old. All right.
Jack's
Golden Boot. Golden Boot.
Who scores the most goals in the goddamn Premier League, dude? It's gonna be.
Mine's easy. He's my player of the season, and he's player of the season for a reason. Mo Salah.
Again.
Mo Salah. He scores the most goals. I think Lukaku could do it. I think Kane could do it. Besides those,
I'm gonna put it on our new signing.
Yeah, Lukaku definitely could.
I think new signing comes in, plays a lot of minutes, 115 million plays.
Yeah,
scores goals.
I think
what he's paid to do.
I think betting favorites are probably going to be those three: Salah, Kane, and Lukaku, and I think that those are definitely the top three.
Yeah.
I think City will share the wealth with goals, so I don't see a City player being a top goal scorer.
All right.
Okay, your Golden Gloves, best goalkeeper. Who's gonna have the most clean sheets?
Oh shit, that's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of teams and a lot of goal scorers this year.
Yes,
but it's got to be one of those teams that's gonna be up there. I do think.
I think favorites for this again are Mendy, Ederson, and Alisson. I think those are easily the favorites.
I mean, yeah.
And I think it's going to be one of those three.
I really do. I don't want to. I mean, I think it's going to be Anderson.
You think it's going to
be with all the attack that they have, he's got to be.
And and I'm putting him again as well.
Okay.
I think he's going to win it again. He has won it the last 2 years. I think he wins it again.
Gotcha. I mean, it's a great pick. I obviously I did it. I like it too. Now for my playmaker, I'm gonna steal this one from you. It's gonna be somebody I've already put on here.
Okay.
I think why they're in the position they're in.
Okay. Yep.
Jack.
And that's
playmaker on City.
That's actually that's who I'm putting too. Is Grealish.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm putting Grealish as well. I think Grealish makes the most assists. I think Son could win this award. He was close last year.
Son, yeah. I mean, he was just overshadowed by Kane's, season that was insane.
Yeah, I think Son could win it. I also think that somebody like Mane could do it, like from Liverpool. Mo Salah comes out with assists a lot too. It's hard for me to pick a player from Chelsea. But I could also see this being Jadon Sancho or Bruno Fernandes. That's somebody that we haven't even talked about. Bruno Fernandes could be Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, that's true.
I'm actually, you know
I'm
what?
not going back.
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change from Grealish. I talked myself into Fernandez. I talked myself into
Bruno.
Yeah, because I think with Jack Grealish playing with De Bruyne, it could be De Bruyne. I think a hit with him playing with De Bruyne and Sterling and Mahrez and just a wealth of talent. Foden. I mean, you know, I think, like I said, I think City share the wealth, but
Yeah.
I think Grealish is a very good shout for it. There's a reason they paid $100 million for him. I'm gonna go with Bruno Fernandes. I'll be different.
It'll be different.
Okay, that's it. How are you feeling?
Oh, not good, but it's okay.
Who is my biggest surprise? Like, who do you think is the biggest surprise on my list that you're like, yeah, that's really stupid? Because
that's really stupid.
for me, that's your Tottenham pick. I just don't see a world where they finish second.
You'll see a world where they finish
Or
second.
Wolves. I think those two are just like, you're crazy.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, all of your picks, I could definitely like see happening. Is the thing. Like none of yours
Right.
are super wild.
Right.
I mean,
I think the most wild pick for me would be
probably the Leeds at 7th, honestly.
Yeah, Leeds in
Pretty
7th,
fucking
or
wild.
even City winning it again.
I don't think City win it again.
I think it's very hard,
I really
yeah.
don't think they win it again.
I think that's
But
one that could bite me.
They have the settings to win it again, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of what they did.
Yeah. I think it's just for me it's like a who can keep up with City. And I think Liverpool and Chelsea are the two clubs that can.
Yes, we can.
But I still just think City do it. So yeah, that's Premier League predictions. First game, Friday. Do you want to throw in a score prediction on the Arsenal-Brentford game? Just right here at the end.
Arsenal Brentford. I think Arsenal are gonna win their first game of the season.
You got a score?
2-0.
2-0. I'll go
Gets one.
Arsenal as well, and I'm gonna I'm gonna go Arsenal. I'm gonna go 3-1. 3-1.
3-1.
It's at Brentford. I could also see a very realistic scenario where we tie. So that also could
Gross.
happen. Yeah, exactly. But hopefully, with it being the first game of the season, there's goals and it's exciting, and it's not a 0-0 draw.
Everybody's favorite thing.
All right, that is it for us on the Retired from Sunday League today. Guys, is there any final comments you want to say before you leave?
Go Chelsea.
Yeah, fair enough.
Amen.
My final comments are: go get your pets spayed and neutered, people. All right, that's it for us. We will be back hopefully next week. If not in 2 weeks, we'll be back next week. We'll just say next week. Okay. So.
Next week always.
All right. Later,
Goodbye.
everybody.